Hello, I'm Nick, the older brother of Kate, who started this project. And today we're going to be folding an origami crane. It's one of the most common bits of origami, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So, you're going to start with a square piece of paper, any size, any color, whatever you want to do. And you're just going to get started with one diagonal fold across the whole thing, corner to corner. After that, you're going to flip it over, and you're going to fold it in half, one way, flipped over. Get those creases. Now flip it around, fold it the same way, the other way in half, so that you have 4 small squares, and you've got that diagonal going across. Now, this part's a little tricky. You're going to grab the 2 corners of the diagonal fold, bring them together, and bring them down so that you flatten the whole thing down to the size of one of those 4 squares you just made. Straighten those edges. And if at any time, go back, slow the video down, watch it again. You're going to take those little flaps and you're going to fold little triangles. You're just taking half of it. You'll be making 4 of these. Just make a small little triangle out of each of the little flaps that you've now made. Just speed this up. Do the same thing on the other side. Flip it over. And now you got kind of like a kite shape. Diamond. Now you're going to unfold all of these. We just are doing that to get the crease. Here's another tricky part. Now you're just going to take that very top sheet of paper, the top flap, and you're going to fold it up, get that crease right along where that kind of diamond shape has its corners, and you're going to fold the whole thing up and then take the 2 kind of parts that come out and bring them in and over into a longer, sort of taller triangle. Like that, you're gonna do that on both sides there. And you can see how we've kind of opened up that square into a different shape. You're gonna flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. Take that bottom part, pull it up, and then just kind of naturally crease the paper as it pulls up to make those big points. Now, you're going to take those flaps and you're going to fold them kind of in half. You can see what I'm doing here. You're bringing that in, and then you're going to do that on all 4 of them. You're just going to fold in the flaps to make them, the diamond, kind of thinner. Flip it over, do the same thing on the other side. This is going to be the neck and the tail of the bird. So now that you've got all 4 of them, this may be looking a little closer to the finished product. You're just going to want to make sure you separate out those two groups. You're going to fold them up kind of at an angle like that. You can look at the first picture. Now, you're not going to fold them over, you're going to pull them in. So you kind of want to pop it up. You're going to unfold it a little bit. Paper got a little crinkled there. You're going to pull it up and then fold it in, rather than just to the side. And then you're going to do the same thing on the back. It's the exact same motion. Open up. You see what I do there a little more clearly. Pull it up and then just crease it in half. And then just crease along, I believe that's the tail. There you go. Looking pretty close. Now, just fold down one side to get that beak and the head of the bird. And the very last step is you're going to take the wings and pull them down. And you get that nice little triangle in the center. Flip it over, pull down the other wing, crease it, and then let the wings open up, and you've got yourself a bird. Thanks for taking part in celebrating siblings. Enjoy your new little bird friend.